There's only 12,000 trees on the map, so it wouldn't go very high.
Well, that should take it 4 hours to clear it.
About 5 maybe, tops.
Oh, we're going to have fun with that one. That's going to be almost as fun as the day that Dave and I bought every piece of equipment in this. Well, every piece of rolling stock in the store. May have to do that stream again to add all the new stuff in there too, Dave.
Yeah.
I should
Make sure
be
it can still handle it.
live whenever you need to there, Big Daddy.
Perfect. Oh, nice. Be 1 minute here to
If anyone is free and can help me like set up stuff for the stream later, that'd be helpful. Just like buying stuff, moving stuff around. If any of you have the game updated and can help.
Yeah, as soon as my Steam downloads.
I got to switch PCs, so.
No worries. I'll jump into one of the other channels so we're not overlapping the guys alive.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll be right back then.
Cool.
Hey, Kev guys. Is there a list of fixes? Yes. Hey, Rick. Sorry. If you Steam version, if you go to there, but also on Giant's page, they have a changelog form. So if you go to the top, click on updates, and it should list it there for the changelog. It's quite a lot.
Indeed,
I can't list it
Bake.
all.
It is indeed. Talking about Leroy Jenkins coffee.
Oh, did you get it?
I did. It's pretty good. I have not tried the mint ice cream yet. I need to get around to trying that because it sounds amazing.
Hey, Billy, welcome back.
29 minutes till food time.
Yep.
Max.
Wow, that is quick.
19 to 29 is what it comes up as.
Trying the noob tiers next, huh? I got, what was it? The overclocked, the mint ice cream, and the Leroy Jenkins. I need to remember if anybody asks about that stuff. They sent me a code that I can give for.
Did you get the Nutter Butter Lover?
No, I did not.
That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good.
How's it going, Digital Frost? How are you?
Yeah, why don't you send me your code, because I'll be probably you can just email it to me. I'm gonna be placing an order at some point. I gotta come up. I'm gonna get myself one of those coffee ninjas, because I like iced coffee. I'm not a big hot coffee drinker, but we'll try it with some really good coffee and see if I can make something that I like.
All right,
that ninja one also does like a cappuccino coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Coffee, right?
I want those mocha frappuccinos that Starbucks is always out of. I'll make my own.
So we're gonna do is we're gonna pass it back to Mr. Darius Frost here. So we're gonna teach English class. But thank you guys all for
how the rocks off the plow.
Thanks for hanging out. Plugger, thanks for the bits, greatly appreciated. As well as
they adjusted
that. All the followers, as well as Turbo 77. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the subs, resubs, guys. You've all been great. We'll catch you later. Like I said, don't forget at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, Bad Bake.
Dajnet, Darius, NBC, myself, Terminator, possibly more. We'll be Jababo as well. We'll be over there with Giants and shenanigans will definitely occur. So make sure to stop over and check that out.
I think
they
increased the amount of that.
I'll be back tomorrow morning around the same time. So I'm shooting for 7, 8-ish Eastern Standard Time, and going until hopefully Billy when he starts up. So, DSF Eagle, thanks for the follow. Scalaroo, thanks for the follow. Pure Max Temper, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. So let me go raid Mr. Darius.
Yeah, I think they increased the amount of rocks you get when plowing and cultivating, because holy cow. Oh, I've got the K1220 or K12200 plow cultivator, and I'll tell you what, the rocks coming out of this thing are insane.
Thanks, guys, and make sure to stick around for the raid. Go say hi to Darius, as a fellow SGA streamer. And we'll catch everybody. If I don't see you guys later today in Giant stream or somebody else's stream, I'll catch you tomorrow morning around around the same time, 7, 8-ish Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back to streaming tomorrow for sure. So thanks again, and catch everybody over at Darius' stream.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Hello again.
Hi, guys.
Yep.
We're back.
Thank you
We're
for
back.
the raid there, Big Daddy.
You're welcome,
Billy
sir.
was waiting on it. I appreciate that, sir. And as he said, we will be continuing on until Mr. Kerminator et al. Is ready to go. How you doing, Amaki? DSF Eagle, how you doing? Welcome and welcome back.
All right, Darius.
Good afternoon, Kate Tigris.
Got a question for you, Darius.
What's that?
How much to dye the beard white until the new year?
How much to dye the beard white until New Year's? This is VCA.
Or better yet, what would it take for you to dye your beard white?
Let me think on that for 1 second. Manuel Paul, how's it going? Darth Vapors, this is a vehicle control add-on. Exclamation VCA for the download link. I don't know if they've updated yet, but they were on RC5. I gotta check that myself. They're on RC6 2 hours ago, so download that myself. And during a live stream. During a live stream, I could probably handle that. I'd use my phone, do the thing. Do the thing, as they say. And I've been thinking about it, so maybe what I'll do, candy cane stripes instead of white. That would be an interesting option there, Bodine. Maybe what I'll do is I'll set up a goal or something for a stream, and if it gets hit, I'll do it for, well, until it washes out. So I'll, however long it lasts. I know some of those can last for a couple of weeks, others can last for a couple of months, whatever. Yeah, I'll set up a goal or something there, NBC.
Yeah, you let me know, and I'll make sure you hit that goal.
Make it real high.
All right, 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs before the end of the year. I'm just kidding. No, bad lad.
Randy,
1,000.
are you out there?
1,000 followers, and I'll do another 24-hour stream, which should probably be in about 3 days. I'll be scheduling one of those at the rate they've been going. No, Bad Bake. The wifey doesn't get the opinion on this. She'll be the one doing the dying. She just won't get a choice in it. Yes, the exploding trees are still a thing. They're still working on it, Brew Crew. How did Western Maine fare through the storm? It's pretty much snow-rain mix right now. We got some snow this morning, but not a lot after that. That's right, K-Tigris is another member of the main crew. D. Dalama, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today?
Well, he's way up there in Maine. He practically lives at the North Pole, so...
Yep.
The white beard might be fitting.
Stop harassing me, Michael. Maybe you should take your own advice.
Who's harassing him? If you think this is harassment, you got another thing coming.
Well, this ain't harassment. This is just having fun. Bunch of
Maine
Mainas in the house. That's right there, Bad Bake. 3 days and 4 hours, yep. Bye, Michael.
Off to class I go. I'll be back.
All right.
All right, Big Daddy.
I hope you pass.
No, we'll try. If not, you won't hear from me. I'm just kidding.
You can shallow cultivate if you want to, Savage. I plow to prevent weeds, then I'll rock pick, and I'll go ahead and do the cultivation after that. But now that they've changed this, I'm going to shallow cultivate first to see if they change that. Debating if you should just rebuy it on Steam. Probably. Ravens44, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? I forget, are you in Maine too, Bad Bake? That make 3 of us. Good afternoon, TKE. How are you doing? South Midwest got hit with severes and got hit with storms yesterday. Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, that's right. You're mid-coast. That's right. Bad Bake's mid-coast. Tigris is up here. Now we just need Ferndog and Honor 10 to pop in. plowing, and the rock picker didn't know if I should cultivate after the rock picker since it adds a cultivated state. The cultivated state from the rock picker does not actually count as cultivation to get the seed bed. If you want the seed bed, there's two ways to get it. You can deep cultivate for the seed bed, or you can plow and then shallow cultivate to get your seed bed texture. That's right, K. Tigris is up in the county. That's right. If you're from Maine and you say the county, you know where they're talking about. Those are the folks that get snow 80% of the year and just love it. I kid, it's more like 40% of the year, but they do get hammered usually. You can breathe again.
Hey Dave, you there?
That's good to hear. Don't say up the river. Right.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take my half-an-hour break here. I'm gonna go get some lunch.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, potatoes and trees. Potatoes and trees. That was one of my favorite parts of going up to Presque Isle. Everybody and their brother was planting potatoes, and you'd have a farm stand out front of everybody's house. 50-pound bag of potatoes. Take your pick for what variety you want. $5. It was like, okay. I know where I'm coming every year for potatoes. Keep them in a cool, dry place.
Hey Dave, can I borrow you in Streamer 2 for a second?
Yep.
Brew Crew. You're not wrong, Bad Bake. You are not wrong, and actually, it is an amazing thing. Every fall, up in the county, they will give the kids a week off from school to help with potato harvest. Who does that? Did they? Wow, Tigris. Yeah, pretty much DSF. It's weird. Oh yeah, at Loring, yeah. So many taters, they had to store them at Loring, abandoned Air Force Base. Or not abandoned Air Force Base, but it's no longer used by the military for Air Force. Now, actually, as a matter of fact, there's a rocket company. Who the heck is the name of that rocket company? You probably know who I'm talking about, Tigris. They are doing launches for a test rocket run off biodiesel at Loring. And Wheels and Kerminator are currently in another channel setting up the server for our shenanigans to begin in about an hour and a half, hour 20 minutes or so. They're Blue something. Blue Shift, I think? Blue Shift Aerospace. That's them right there. They are trying to build a rocket based off of biodiesel fuel. And they're launching out of Loring. That was their test rocket right there. That actually was this past February or March, I think. They tested that. It was a scaled rocket. They went to like 10,000 feet or more. I don't remember the specifics exactly. March this year. Yep, see? My memory's not all that bad. But they plowed up one of the old runways, plowed it free for the launch, and they tested the scale rocket up in Loring. There's a lot that, and the thing is like nobody knows about these things or hears about these things because Maine is in the middle of nowhere. Right? We're in the middle of nowhere. It's like 98% trees up here. It's trees, hay fields, or farming. See, I didn't know the specifics of it. I just know that it was one of the runways. Yeah, and lobster. Yes, Bad Bake. Maine lobster. I almost, 1 year I got sent on a, back when I worked for Maine Oxy, I got sent down to, where were we, Georgia? I want to say, for a seminar. And while I was down there, they took us all out to supper one night. And the place we went, I don't even remember the name of the place. They were doing surf and turf with Maine lobsters, and it was $65 a plate for a half-pound lobster and a half-pound steak. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I couldn't believe it. I go, why is that so expensive? He goes, well, they're Maine lobsters. I go, yeah, but that's a half-pound lobster. He goes, well, yeah, by the time we get it from Maine and everything else, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I can ship you 5-pound lobsters for half that price. And the guy goes, really? Really? Give me your details. We'll set something up. Supper. Yeah. Also the land of people that don't use the letter R in any of our words. Yes, it is. The county is a rustic county. Yes, indeed, Botine. Yeah. Wow, Bad Bake. Nice. 2,200 pounds. That ought to be a pretty decent haul for a day. £2,200 is a pretty respectable haul for a, I'm assuming, a smallish vessel. You live in New Brunswick, so somewhat similar to Maine. Nice there, KZ Criminal. You're just across the border. Well, why'd you do that, Michael? Well, Tech Mike, we're actually about to test some of that right now. According to the website, you should roll directly after seeding. Unidentified flying stop sign. Aha. Exactly, Tigris. Exactly. I love how that term wasn't even picked up by the bot. Gman72, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hey, where'd you come from? Hello. Alright, here's the thing, Tech Mike. They will only plow, or they'll only roll directly after you've seeded the crop before it starts growing. If you try to roll before, it won't let the worker roll. Nope, they don't. We fish down below Matinicus, so wouldn't exactly say small. Captain is 43 foot. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, 43 foot's big, but not big. Is anyone else having audio issue on Twitch today where it sounds like every streamer is in a tunnel, or is it just you? It might be you, Duke of Burnham. It is pretty good. That was fantastic. Exactly. Seedbed is before you plant impact. Seedbed will only show after deep cultivating or plowing followed by shallow cultivating will get you seedbed. I did test that. It will go to seedbed if you do it in that manner. And then once you plant, like, for example, right here. Whoa, hey, what are you doing? See, it says needs rolling on these 2 fields here. These 2 fields were, you can try a hay rake, but I did it and it was still exorbitant, but I don't know what's going on, so I don't know on that one. It does show stones now, yes. It shows stones, needs rolling, mulched. Somebody's going in and out.
Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Impact there.
Impact is there. So impact, if you look, it says needs rolling on these. I didn't roll them after I planted those. Same with these here. This is a sugar beet field that I planted and I never got a chance to roll it, so it says needs rolling. But the cultivated and stubble tillage and stuff, the seed bed happens beforehand. So this has been plowed. Now if I go and cultivate it, it'll give me cultivated, but if I use a shallow cultivator, it should give me the seed bed. That I've tested. Then you would plant, and once planting, it'll say you need to roll the field. Once you roll the field, it'll kick over and be fine. You'll get your yield bonus.
Hey, Impact, if you got a second, can you hop into Streamer Only 2? Got a quick question for you. Dave does. Sorry to interrupt you, Darius.
Nah, no problem. Yep. The patch came out about 6 o'clock this morning Eastern. So 7 hours ago. Not a mod. That's actually part of it. Oh, the Maine Coon? Nice, Tigris. My cat's, I got a tiger striped Maine Coon, gold hair tiger. But he's still part Maine Coon. I'm just running to the shop quick to switch out my rock picker. Then we'll go play around with rock picking. They are. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Bad Bake. I am sorry to hear that. Multicolored tiger Maine Coon. Nice. Awesome, Tigris. Yeah. Maine Coons are awesome cats. Yes, finished. When updating through Giants, it is a slow process. It has been taking some time. I barely used you. It doesn't take much time to really do the rolling, though, if you use a big roller. KZ Criminal. You know, if you use one of these, it doesn't take very long to roll the field. 25 meters wide, it goes pretty quick. But, I mean, if you don't want to maximize your yield, that's, I mean, perfectly okay. What am I looking for? You know, not everybody's trying to min-max the heck out of their fields, and I respect that. Other people, you know, if you can get a free little bit out of it, nothing wrong with that. Well, 4,800 is not going to cut it. But I can't go 10K with the mass thing. How's it going, Trey Jank? I think my game install is messed up. Can't get an update to pop, and also can't get the verify. So I need to download the whole game. Bad Bake, are you Steam or are you on Giants? And me, it didn't. Once I got off the game, it took about an hour. Giants? Did you try just starting the game and... Because it should update as soon as you try to start in the game. Once I get back to streaming and get my camera set up, she's going to be stealing the show, your Maine Coon? Yeah. I love cats. I've got 5 of them. You'll see a black tail right here occasionally. what happens when it's doing that, Bad Bake, I can tell you exactly what's happening with the parsing files thing. No, I'm not near Casco Bay. I'm over in Oxford. But I have heard of Hermit Island Campground. Timmy's Coffee. I'm sorry for you. Where's your Dunkin'? Where's your Dunkin' heritage? Yeah, that'll work, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. I'll change this update mass thing later. 18 miles an hour. I'm gonna have to de-cheatify the heck out of this thing. Iconic, I'm telling you what. The only place you can mess... Yes. Yeah, the only place you can mess up your order every time you go and you still go back. Yep. Oh, that's no fun, Tigris. Yep. Right now I'm getting a rock picker to go do some experimentation with the... Y'all saw that, right? The deer running through the house, or am I losing my mind? Probably losing my mind. Yeah, I picked up a little bit wider one, Savage. But I'm going to pick the stones. I want to double check if the shallow cultivation is producing stones now. The plowing seemed to produce an exorbitant amount of stones. Probably from Maine, DSF. Yeah, the parsing files. Let me send this worker on his way over here quick, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so when you look in your farm sim game, this has happened a couple times to me. It would get stuck on the updating parsing files, and what I would have to do is close it, come back into my folder here, the updater, and when I looked in this updater folder, there was multiple folders in here. Once you delete these folders out of here and restart again, yeah, delete both the folders and try and start again. And it should kick in and put you right into the game. What happens occasionally is the updater will get stuck parsing files and it'll put an extra folder in here. And when it does that, the game doesn't know what to do and it freaks out and won't let you load the game. Had that issue. Alright, so, Burved. Here's what it is. These cultivators here says a cultivator prepares fields for the next sowing. So all of these ones here just prepare the field, right? Not a problem, Bad Bake. When you get over here, from this all-rounder up, shallow cultivators are used for shallow cultivation or seedbed creation of fields. So these are considered shallow cultivators. And there's a difference. The regular cultivators are supposed to have an increased amount of rocks compared to shallow cultivators. But in my case, most of the time, I've never gotten rocks from the shallow cultivation. Which is why I've always rock picked and then cultivated with my shallow cultivator. I have not, Savage. It is a little high, Magic Man, but given the length of growth, I don't mind it because the fact that it takes longer to go from step to step actually helps, in my opinion, give me something to do. if that makes sense. We're going to run a pass right down here quick. And one pass back up the other side. And then I'm going to go grab my cultivator and see what happens. But you only get paid and you make 6 to 8 to get there. Yeah, you do. In order to adjust the lines with VCA Yama Rider, you hold left control and use your arrow keys right and left. Will adjust side to side, up and down. Will adjust your angle by 1.5 degrees per. C3WKK, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? Not a problem, Yama Rider. How goes it today there, C3WKK? Can I just call you C3? It's a mouthful to try and spell all that out. Welcome back there, Texas Packers fan. Yeah, all you have to do. I'm doing pretty good today. If you only want to harvest, you can just direct drill and harvest and turn a lot of things off. C3? Gotcha, I can do that. You can just direct drill, harvest, drill again, harvest. But if you have things like your weeds turned on and the stones and everything else and you want to really be more involved in the game, you can turn on seasons like I do and then go from step to step. I've got weeds turned on, so plowing first will prevent weeds and I won't have to use herbicide in this, yes I am, Vortex, I won't have to use herbicide in this next cycle of planting. Because using herbicide, while it does kill weeds, will actually reduce your growth a little bit. So I would rather plow every time, pick up the stones, and then not have to deal with the weeds. Well, that's a poo thing right there. I'm full. My weight maxed out. That's no fun. I'm going to make a pile over here in the corner of my yard, because, you know, why not? I'll pick it up later. How do you avoid stubble tillage? So what's happening, Texas Packers fan, is are you skipping the mulching phase? I'm guessing you're skipping the mulching phase, right? Hello, KW. How you doing, bud? Update is great. Well, if you skip the mulching stage and you go straight into cultivation, you'll get stubble tillage, meaning you've tilled the ground while the stubble was still there. How's it going, Don B? Thank you for that host there, Don B. I appreciate it. So if you want to avoid it, you can mulch, but you don't actually have to if you don't want to. That's one of those things, you know, you can just do it anyway. Chemdog, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. That's a good question, Don. I will find that out when I get further up the field with my next round of things. We're just doing a little bit of testing at the moment while we try to figure out words if the shallow cultivation gives rocks, because it didn't used to. So I would always rock pick and then do the shallow cultivation to leave the ground nice and clean. It did take a long time. Yep. Everyone is doing. I'm doing awesome myself. I can't speak for everyone else here. Wait, help if I actually grabbed the cultivator and not the plow. It can be, but what should happen is when you do the stubble tillage, it'll be kind of choppy looking, and then once you plant, it should actually go to a little bit less stubble. That would, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I was thinking of just getting a small trailer to just keep dumping rocks into, but they fill up so quick. Alright, let's see if we get stones from this. You see how my texture goes to this smooth texture here? Alright, now you look. This should say... Ah, look at that. Here we go. Alright, here we have the plowed. That's because I already plowed. This is the cultivated from the rock picking. And now that I'm starting to cultivate, we get a seed bed texture. So now, if I were to plant into that seed bed, I would get the best potential yield to this stage. So thankfully I don't need lime. I just did the plowing. I've already mulched it all. I got a huge amount of this stuff. Now I've got seed bed here that I can plant into, and once I've done the seed bed, I plant, I can then roll on top of the planting, and it'll get rid of the needs rolling texture for the maximum potential yield. Because this field here on the bottom of the screen, I did roll, and that's why when you come in here, it won't show the needs rolling on this one. Yellow.
Hello.
Hello.
So there you go. Shallow cultivation will not produce rocks, which is a nice bonus. I just need to go ahead and finish rock picking. So we will go ahead, throw the worker on this real quick and see if they stop when the rocks are full, like they should. What happens if you run the roller on a plowed area? It pushes the rocks down, but what does it do to the field state? That I'm not sure, Yama Rider. We can check that at some point, but, and this is a but, it does say it will only push down small stones. So I would guess this yellow colored stone would get pushed down by a roller. These orange and reds would not get pushed down by a roller. Does that make sense? What buildings do I have available for naming? I have, I'm sure, quite a few available for naming. Let me get this out of the ground quick. Alright. I have available for naming any of the buildings here at the farmyard. I can probably name, I think, the animal pens. Let's find out. Can I name an animal pen? I can rename animal pens too. So I've got animal pens. Oh yes, he sure has there, Tigris. Interesting, Tech Mike. I haven't seen that yet. So I've got any of the animal pens. I have to rename the BGA by it from Billy. Guy, I'm telling you what. Bad Bake gifting a sub to K Tigris. Thank you very much, Bad Bake, for gifting that tier 1 sub to Mr. Tigris. You, sir, are an awesome individual for choosing to help support me, and I very do much appreciate that support. Okay, Tigris 2, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the channel. Were you not following me, Tigris? I thought you already followed once. Twitch being Twitch. Who knows? But anyway, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Even though we've been chatting for the past, 20 minutes. Us Mainers need to stick together. I could have sworn Tigris was following me, though. Because I know this isn't the first time you've been in here. I don't know. I've had so many follows, I can't keep track of them all anymore. Which has been just a complete and utter amazement to me, with as much as the channel has grown in the last 3 weeks. Ah, gotcha there, Tigris, gotcha. Maybe it's because I recognize you from other channels. I know you've been in quite a few of the SGA channels lately. Yamarider 2000, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? Maybe I should thank Twitch. They seem to be having a lot of people stop in from the recommended channels list lately, which I very much appreciate. I think most of the SGA missed it yesterday, was it, I think? There was somebody coming into all of the recommended channels they had on Twitch one at a time, giving them a host, chatting with everybody for a few minutes, and, you know, wishing Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and stuff like that. It was really cool. Big Bear P71, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? Follow a few as well. There's a few the KW moderates. Ah, gotcha. Bit confused. You harvested your wheat field when you logged off last night. Now it shows mulched in your new map key, but you didn't mulch it yet. That could be because of the let's put him on this real quick. I'm curious about something. That could be because of the update this morning. Have you already updated, Oba? And Rated X, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you coming in from the recommended. And greetings from the Kingdom of Sweden, Sogwick says. Well, thank you there, Sogwick. You're going the wrong way. You've already done that side of the field. Doing great. That's good to hear there, Big Bear. And Sogwick, thank you for the channel. Welcome, follow. Welcome to the channel. As well as you, Oba. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. If anybody has any questions, we're just doing a little bit of experimenting at the moment here to see what's going on with some of the rocks in the update. So, if you have any questions, pop them in a chat. We'll do our best to get you an answer. If not, I'm sure one of these lovely people in the chat probably knows a thing or two, because we have all been at this for a couple weeks now. And we're a great source of combined knowledge. Lord Faulty, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? How do you get there from here? We're in Maine. You should know that, Bad Bake. You can't. The answer is you can't. You're from Maine. We invented that. You should know this, Bad Bake. Come on. You can't get there from here. And the dog's going nuts. I wonder if it's because my lovely wife has come home.
Could be a burglar.
Well, that's why I have a... This is the base Elmcreek map there, Max Temper. Ah! Swedish colony statement? I didn't realize we had one up here. Again, small little tiny state, you know? I thought it was another delivery. Nope, it's my wife, like I thought. What are you rigged now there, Nanik? Is there a use for all the rocks you pick up, or are they just in the way whatever you do? You can drive 6 hours and still be in the state. 6 hours, yeah, you can do more than that. You can sell them, as Tech Mike said. Oh, the patch download? Gotcha. So you can sell them. There are also productions coming out that allow you to turn them into lime. In my case, I'm holding on to them because in the Wolf Creek map that I'll be moving to soon, there are productions to allow me to do things with them, so I will probably be doing that. So it's mulch, plow, rock pick, shallow cultivate, plant, roll. Correct, hay rake. Obviously, if you need to lime, you would do that in there somewhere. And depending on which type of cultivator you have would change the way you do that. Because if you shallow cultivate, you can do it after rock picking. If you don't shallow cultivate, it has to be done before cultivating because it will produce additional rocks.
Hey, Jeb.
How's it going, Jeb?
Hey, what's up, guys?
If you do exclamation point order hay rake, it'll give you the whole breakdown on it. New Sweden and Stockholm. Maine is where Swedish accelerators came during the Swedish potato famine in the 1880s. Ah! Gotcha,
Your
Tigris.
download done?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Yeah, it might take a while.
That's the one there, Tech Mike. There's two different options in there. One is if you have a deep cultivator, the other one's if you have a shallow cultivator.
Lots of cool things.
Trying to find out if the worker will actually stop when they're rock picking if they're full now.
You can turn rocks off. You can't rid the fields, but you can turn them off so that it doesn't happen.
Yeah, you can turn them off so it won't happen anymore. But they'll still be there until you pick them up. So if you've got them and you don't want to deal with them, you can turn them off in the options menu, and then once you've cleared your field of them, they won't come back. I'm just watching this real quick because I'm curious to see if he stops when it's full. Yet how to get rid of the yellow question marks. From what I understand, Bodine, there is an option in here. There was what is it?
Help window off.
No, this is
the help window off was the F1 menu.
That's the F1 menu, yeah. There was supposed to be a thing in here somewhere. It might be info trigger. Shows info triggers, which gives you helpful information, I think. Somebody had said that. Yeah, MacGyver said it just now, but I thought I remembered seeing it somebody else's in Big Daddy's stream too.
He screamed it. He didn't say it.
Yep.
Info trigger.
Still giving you the same loop of parsing files. You deleted both of those folders out of there, Bad Bake? And it's still doing it? Interesting.
Hey, how come yours goes 18 miles an hour?
It's the iconic one. Believe me, I didn't realize it was quite that cheaty. I have to go in and remove some stuff from it.
Hey, at least you said it and I didn't. I think 12 would be a good speed for the rock picker.
I think that speed it's at is a good speed for the rock picker. I never even thought of increasing it.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Well, what speed do you run your harvesters at, Dave?
There
I
we
think
go.
the game is 6, isn't it?
That confirms that. He still will not stop when picking rocks once it's full. It just kept on going.
Pretty sure it runs at 6, unless it's a sunflower header. I think it goes a little faster. I use whatever the default speeds are. Never ever have I once used in the through 19 and into 22 something that was modified to go faster than it.
I was talking to the wife. Yes.
The worker may think that what they're fooling is equivalent to like a windrow or something like that. And that's why it doesn't stop, because it doesn't see the capacity.
Could be, Jeb, yeah. I'm just curious, because it should still stop. But it's probably something where they just needs a tweak in AI setting or something. Who knows? I know with this particular rock picker, it was never stopping before, even when it hit maximum capacity with the fill weight part off. So usually the older ones are not to jam up. Yeah, exactly. Tigris. Just have to minus saying all download servers are down. All download servers down. Interesting. Sorry if you've mentioned, but does cultivation from seed injectors count as seed bed creation? If they have, like this here, where they've got these little cultivators in front of it, it may count, but I'm not sure on that. I've never done it. And it's hard to tell because you wouldn't, unless you literally like hired a worker and ran in front of it to see what texture was changing. Who did the Lizard Trek 600? I don't know, Tech Mike. I just found it off of fs22modhub.com.
Now, is it true the rollers are what makes the seed bed?
No. In order to get seed bed, you need to shallow cultivate after plowing or use a deep cultivator. And when you look in the store menu, the smaller cultivators just say cultivator preparing for next sowing. When you get to the bigger ones, it'll say shallow cultivators are used for seed bed creation. And that's what I actually did here. I've been rock picking this field, so you can see, oops, here, the blue is the cultivation from the rock picker. This strip here is where I ran my cultivator after I plowed the ground and rock picked it. So it says seed bed right here.
Is there any way you can run a roller over on the other side to see if it does the same thing?
I've done it. It won't, but I can. And that's why if you try to roll beforehand and hire a worker, it won't actually do it. The worker will refuse because it doesn't need rolling. Yes, requires roller is a new thing they added with the patch today. Rolling is, according to their website, done directly after seeding a field to help increase the yield. Yes, it was pretty annoying with the needs plowing on the entire map. You're not wrong. This monstrous thing. And just as I thought, it's not going to actually push down those rocks because they're the large rocks. But actually, it did give the seed bed texture. Interesting. It didn't do that before.
And see, that was the thing that before the patch, I noticed that it gave the seed bed texture too.
Well, but here's the thing. Once you've planted a field, like these ones here, and this one up here, I didn't roll them after I planted them. And it says, needs rolling. They were a seed bed before they were planted, though.
What's the tooltip in the shop say on that?
With a roller, you can improve the upper soil layer quality of your fields. Oh, nice. They switched the weather page. Cool. The Trek 600 is throwing errors. I did see somebody say that the Trex was having issues since the update. because of the shaders. Yeah, maybe it's just a case now where you can use the roller twice. You can roll it before you plant, and then after you plant. So you'd plow, roll, plant, and then roll again.
If you did that, would you get a double bonus?
No, because you'd just be doing the rolling after seeding and the seed bed. So I guess technically you'd get the bonus for having a seed bed, but you wouldn't. It just avoids the whole cultivation part.
So I guess the question would be, the roller, are you technically getting a bonus for a seed bed, or are you getting bonus for the roller?
You're getting a bonus for the roller once you've planted. You also get a bonus for having the seed bed texture, though I don't know what that is. It's just part of the whole maximum yield calculation. I know.
Did they give mulching a its own screen, or is it still?
They've got it mulched.
Or is it?
And actually, I did notice that the this does seem to have changed. Mulching. See, these categories seem to have changed some. Because they now have a whole rolling screen. And the stone picking, it's like they took these and kind of broke them all up. Then you have your crops. The crop calendar and the snow and all this stuff. I think this changed a little bit. Oh, that's part of vehicle control order I had on. I'm like, huh, what? Where'd that come from? The roller after seeding was about 1.5. Probably impact, but the roller will only do the small rocks. These here that came up with my plowing were large rocks. So I would still have to rock pick them to get rid of them. About 35 minutes or so, and then we'll be off to the Giants. I don't know, because it depends on the plow, from what I understand. Let's see here. You know what? We're gonna jump right to this tutorial page. Plowing and cultivating. So you have different kinds of plows. You have the moldboard plows, higher yield, no weeds, small stones creating fields. You have spaders, which gives higher yield, no weeds, small stones. Subsoilers, higher yield, weeds, larger stones. So maybe what's happening is, because of the way that plow was set up, it's thinking it's a subsoiler when it's actually a plow. And I'm getting the large stones instead of the small, because it did seem like after the update I got an exorbitant amount of weeds. And then your cultivators, you have the cultivator, normal, the shallow, the disc harrows, power harrows, and direct sowing machines. Shallow cultivators give you no stones, but more potential for weeds, but I'm getting rid of the weeds by using the plow. And same with these. So I have no idea at this point, Michael. It's gonna be whoever's available and wants to go live. Would it just be a good idea to rock pick or roll? I would roll unless large rocks, as rolling gives bonus. Yes, rolling gives a bonus, but as far as I know, it only gives a bonus for specifically for rolling after seeding. it does give you the seed bed. What screen do I want to be in? Up here. It does specifically give you the seed bed, yes, but it will only take care of stones in this yellow category. So if whatever you're doing to prep your field gives you the orange or red stones, rolling is going to leave the stones on the field. So I guess it's your preference as to which one you do. Yeah, figure it out, Michael. As it did say plowing was small rocks with the mold board and the other one, and then the subsoiler was supposed to bring up the large rocks, so I'm wondering if somehow it's counting that plow as a subsoiler. Yeah, it is kind of confusing. We're all kind of trying to figure it out right now, and it doesn't help Giants is going around and changing things and giving us more information, which doesn't always make it make sense, or make it make more sense, I should say. You lease, just more fun that way? Well, at least now when you're leasing, you will be able to see your daily and hourly running costs. Another little change they added that they never even put in the patch notes. 5 days and counting to download the full game. See, Bad Bake, that's why I actually kept the game after I downloaded it. I still have the install image, so if anything happens, I can just reinstall it without having to re-download. I thought it kind of made sense to do so. You're welcome. You're welcome. I didn't even think about it at first. I literally downloaded it on mine. I have it all running, the whole 9 yards. I gave my son a copy, and when his copy showed up, and we had the, this is from Iconic. It's a modded rock picker by Iconic. It is the extra large, or whatever it is that he calls it. And I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it seems to have a very, very high capacity or not high capacity, but the speed and things like that. So I'm going to go in and change it. I'm going to slow it back down, and I'm going to make it a little less excessive. I just wanted to be able to cover more space in a swipe. Make it easier to turn the tractor around. But yeah, I downloaded the entire game again on my son's, which took forever. And then I had to reformat his computer and lost the image because of, reformatting it. And then I'm thinking about it like, do I really have to download that all again? Wait, I've got a 16 gig thumb drive. Pop the image onto the thumb drive, walk it over to the computer, pop it back in, and went, oh, hey, I could have done that in the first place instead of taking another, 8 hours trying to download it on his laptop. Kind of like, you have technology, why don't you use it? Some people do, Vortex. Some people do. Alright there, Tech Mike, you get some sleep. We'll catch you later, bud. Up the capacity and lower the speed. That makes that makes sense. Well, I was going to use the 10,000 capacity because my previous one had a 10,000 capacity. But I want to keep the mass on it, so I feel it. And in this case, he has it set for update mass equals false, and I don't like that. So I'm going to go in and tweak it a little bit more. slow it down, put it to the 10,000, set the mass to true so that I can actually use the weight of the thing as a indicator. Was there not a rock there? Oh, it's up here. Got it. Yep. Well, I don't mind taking the time to do it. I've got the days and the month and everything else. I've got the time. I don't mind the extra steps. I actually enjoy the extra steps in prepping a field. So I'll increase the capacity. I just wanted it a little bit wider to be able to make it easier to go up and down the field. How's it going there, Badass? Welcome. Good luck, Michael. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out. Sneaker net still works best sometimes. Okay, Cuddly Wolf. I am indeed back on again for another 26 minutes. And then we're going to all go over and hang out in Giants for some fun with our beloved community manager, Mr. Kermit the Frog here. Terminator Live. And then when that ends, we'll come back to the SGA somewhere with somebody and carry on our streak. Thank you there, Badass, for the stretch. I appreciate that. We did a communal vote of SGA members, and we figured as long as we're all, or most of us are there, it's an SGA affiliated stream because it's Giants. We can't exactly say Giants, the publisher, ruined our streak because it's I mean, they kind of published the game. You know, got to give them a little bit of credit, right? All right. Grab the cultivator. Let's get this field finished off. Then we'll have to get it seeded. The question is, what are we going to seed? Oh, corn. I need to plant corn. Well, Dave already made them honorary members. Or Kermit, in this case, an honorary member. Plan on doing how-to videos for people wanting to learn to mod. Yes, indeed. There, Tigris. Mr. Dave is working on that. He's doing how-to videos on map making and things like that. How's it going, Jeffro Bodine? I'm doing pretty good today. What is Dave's YouTube channel again? Or is Dave off in La La Land?
I'm here. It's
I'm
actually.
here. I don't remember.
I don't have the link. It's on my site. On my Twitch channel on the bottom. And I don't have.
How did I not subscribe? I thought I could have sworn I was subscribed to Dadgenet Mods.
I'm looking at.
That is Dave's YouTube channel. He has tutorials on a bunch of things. He will be adding more tutorials in the future for modding and things like that.
Yeah, when I get a chance. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. That's
really?
all right. Yeah.
I'm curious now. You want to do vehicle mods on a few productions as well. Well, what kind of vehicle mod are you looking to do, Tigris? Because vehicle mods can be pretty tricky, depending on what you're looking to do and how extensive you want to do it. Because there's modding vehicles, and then there's editing vehicles. And the productions are... they're not too bad. They take a little bit of setup in this version of Giants, or version of the game, but I don't think they're as bad to set up as they were with the global company, unless you really knew the ins and outs of it all. Ah, yeah, MP7 Reaper. He does stream most weekends and several weekdays. He's usually pretty helpful. We call him the mod doctor, because he likes to go fix mods and make them more workable. And at the same time, he gives out links to a lot of the mods he fixes too while he's doing it. Oh, modding, please someone help me. Is it possible to attach a camera to an implement tool, be able to swap to that camera? It was in 22, it was in 19, Sogwick. I know the CSZ pack had it on some of their implements. You'd switch to a camera on it. But I don't know if it's possible in 22 yet. Alright, currently with the potatoes into French fries or cow feed, Tigris, that can only be done if the fill types are added specifically to the map. So you would have to add the fill types to the map, and then you could make a production to do those. But right now, there is no current way to, as far as we know, no current way to add the fill types without them being added directly to the base map.
Does the woodcutting machine still have multiple cameras on them?
Not that I was aware of, and I think that might be what he was talking about, because the woodcutter used to have extra cameras you could switch to in a lot of cases, which made it easier.
Used it, but like I know that the Scorpion came out, and if they still have multiple camera angles, then you should be able to add. I would think that you could add another camera angle to anything.
Yeah, but that doesn't have separate attachments to deal with. So, like, if you were to do like a front loader, for example, and try to put a camera on the bucket, I don't know how it would handle that. And that's what
you would probably have to put it on the front loader and not the bucket.
Well, yeah, but even then, the front loader's not part of the tractor, so I mean, you might be able to figure it out if you looked at the CSZ pack that did it with some of them, but whether that converts directly to 22 or not, I'm not sure.
Or you would have to put a camera on the front of the tractor.
Yeah, which, again, I mean, I've never done it. I'm sure there's
yeah, you could.
There we go.
Bumper cam, like for racing.
Yeah. But not to the implements or tools. Exactly, Sogwick. I don't know how they did it, because I never actually did it in 19. It's called a tool cam, and that is usually in the base game. Oh, Winston there, he's a pretty good modder, so if he's saying it's there, it might be possible. You just gotta call the right camera. So if it's a tool cam and it's base game, you might be able to do it that way, Sogwick. Oh, Winston is the creator of the, excuse me, the Cat Mower Pack and many other pretty decent mods, so he'll probably be a pretty good resource in trying to make that happen, Sogwick. So Tigris, like I was saying, as far as the French fries or the cow feed potatoes, that would have to be registered in the map, so you'd have to add it specifically to the map, which you could potentially do if you wanted to do it specific to your map. As far as the pickups go, it depends on what you're planning to do with them, whether you're trying to do from a model or, you know, create them from scratch, things like that. That can be pretty extensive. You have to make sure you've got the right kind of model that has the right animations and joints to it and stuff. I would TKE. I know there were some issues with it this morning.
All right.
We're
at about 15 minutes. I'm going to join those guys in the other room for now, see what's going on.
Alright, yep. Just give me a holler in chat or something as soon as he's ready to go live.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep an eye open for the Giants page to come up.
Alrighty.
As you heard, folks, we're getting ready to head on over to Giant Software and have some fun with our beloved community manager. Mower pack's already updated? Awesome. There you have it, Aussie Wheels. You need to make sure you go get that update. Yeah, it did break some mods, so we'll have to just wait for updates on them with the things that happened. Happens. It happens. Oh, you want to bring over mods from 19? From what I understand, it's not too bad. A lot of the issues with bringing over mods from 19 is the new sounds and the way the transmissions work for the vehicles. If you have questions with it, Fummins in the SGA is a pretty good resource to check with. He's done quite a bit of it. They patched a lot of stuff more. As a matter of fact, there's an entire blog post about it on the Giants website. 1 second, I will get you a link to it. Here's a link to the blog post. They added 16 pieces of equipment. They changed a whole bunch of different things, added some new additions to some stuff, and they took care of quite a bit on this patch. I mean, for example, look here. They got rid of all of the red and green across the entire map for the plowing and the lime. They added mulched, needs rolling stones to this window. They added stages to the weeds now, so instead of it being all one thing, look here, weeds are free in these, or full, don't know, but you have the different stages. So this is first stage of weeds. This looks like a second or a third stage of weeds. You got some more in here that are increased in weeds. So it's really cool. You can see, look, all the speckled dots from all the stones. Look at them. In the fields, you can see. How cool is that? Oh, that hurt. Apologies, folks, if you heard that crackling. Yield amounts got fixed as well. Yeah, the contract bug got fixed. You can now run over to your fields and see exactly... I don't have water. I have to go get a water there, but I'll get you here. You can tell exactly how much yield bonus you're going to get. How's it going, Aussie Wheels? They did change a lot of stuff with pallets rated X. Some of the weights got changed. They said they changed pallet physics and handling, so I'm assuming it has to do with the pallets getting stuck in the ground. The pallets of honey now hold a lot more. The pallets of produce stuff now hold a lot more, and they weigh a lot more, so now you actually have to use a forklift for them and things like that. They changed a lot of stuff with the pallets. There's a reason I put a countdown timer on that Tigris. Because the first time I added it as a point reward, I literally was running to the bathroom like every 10 minutes because they were just spamming hydrate. Yeah. This GPS is called Vehicle Control Add-on Vandian, exclamation VCA, to get the direct download link. I personally got used to it, and I enjoy it more than GPS, simply because if I want to... I have no heading right now. Hit the button once, and it's going to snap exactly to my direction. Yes, Dumpster. A lot of them did. Yep, 82% yield bonus. It's pretty good. Pallets touching pallets can give you some interesting time when they jiggle on the fork. Yeah, I've heard that, DSF. But the thing I like about this with VCS over GPS is, for example, like I said, I had my lines locked on. I can straighten my steering wheel out, lock on, straighten it, lock on, straighten it, lock on. I can set it to how many degrees I want to be able to lock it onto. So it's not set a point, drive so many feet, set another point, and then have it lock onto that angle. I can just do it. If I want to adjust my angle up and down while holding control, will change my angle by 1.5 degrees at a time. If I want to bump it over left and right, it's just control left and right on the arrow keys. It's very easy to adjust. I find it very, very easy to use compared to GPS. It also is automatically on all vehicles borrowed for contracts. You don't have to pay money to install it. And I think there was something about setting it up for the auto turning. Because believe it or not, if you go into the VCS controls and look, where is it? Next guidance lane, Control D, reactivate, working with, no auto rotate back, keep directions, keep speed, keep permanent speeds. They added a whole bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, Alt A and Alt D. So if I'm going... That just seems to be making it move over one guidance lane or another. Not reversing, but there is a auto reversing thing on there, I believe. So when you go in here, the snap angles, free steering, inverse steering speed, the all-wheel drive stuff. Not a problem, Oba. That's what we are here for at the SGA. So in my case, I literally have, I got a G29 steering wheel, so I have the left bumper as the clear, and I have the right bumper as set it. So I just click, 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 and it's right on its thing. So it's really helpful. And yeah, there is something about the cruise control that allows the reversing thing to kick on. I was fighting with it at one point, and it kind of irritated me, so I stopped. I was tweaking settings on it. And I might have undid that when I was messing with settings. Oh, see, I was looking at Control A and D. If you hit Alt A and D, it'll reverse in the other direction. So I hit Control, so it just jumped me over one. If I hit Alt, it should spin me around the other direction. Let's test this. Alt D. And there you go. So left Alt A and D, and it will automatically switch you back in the other direction. And if I recall, there was a there was a new update. Just a little bit ago. But of course it's not in English, so I can't see it. I gotta be deep. Alright. On that note, folks, I have to real quick. I'm gonna finish this line up quick. Ow! Pulling out a beard hair. Alright, finish that lineup. I'm going to save the game. I need to quit out and jump over to the multiplayer to get things started over there. It didn't quit me to the menu. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I need to go to, I'm assuming here. There we go. Did VCA update with a game update? I don't know if it was specific to the game update, but they did put out an update about 3 or 4 hours ago, Toddy Bowman. More than GPS, but I need it on Mod Hub so my friends don't derp installing it. Possibly. Blue Burby coming in with a raid of 8. Thank you very much, Blue Burby 1. How are you doing? How was your stream? Hashtag moving the farm. You're right there, Zelda Sass. I'm getting ready to move the farm on over to Wolf Creek coming up soon. Welcome, Raiders. How are you? We are, unfortunately, getting ready to leave here in just a minute to head over to Giants Software. I'm trying to keep my eyes open on them, so pardon me real quick while I look. We're going to be going to join Terminator live, the North American Community Coordinator, for some multiplayer action on a server with him. I'm not going to bother to set up my little character. I'm just going to jump on in, confirming this. And I'm going to have to jump over to a different Discord channel real quick. I need to get on over to the Farm Sim Discord and jump in with them real quick. And we'll get ready to raid on over to Terminator.
I don't mind bailing.
How's it going, everybody?
Going good.
Are you ready for me to raid on over to you there, Mr. Terminator?
Is it live?
Not quite. If you could give me a little bit longer.
Not a problem. I just got the information, so I'll stay right on over here at the main farm and stay out of the way while you guys finish setting up. And we'll just answer some questions for chat here.
Cool.
When Big Daddy sent me the information, I thought you were, like, on your way, so...
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be late! I don't want to be late!
No, I wanted to make sure you had it, so when you did come over, you're...
No, I appreciate it there, Big Daddy. I'm just, like I said, standing in the corner, out of the way at the main farm.
Tell a story.
Tell a story. That's right. Hashtag blame boom. Exactly, Nanik. Exactly.
I tell you what, since Impact is waiting, we'll just leave the bailing to whoever is ready, because like we're running out of jobs now. Actually, I thought it was going to be hard to get all of these assigned, and it's not. So
TKE, in order to get your menu back, there are 2 ways of doing that. You either go and turn your help menu back on here, or hit the F1 key. You were probably trying to turn off all of those little yellow icons, and that's the info trigger that shows, it gives you helpful information about the gameplay elements. Those are what those are. New to this update. They kind of threw them in there on us.
So...
Oh boy, DSF says Kermit doesn't sound like Kermit. Wait till Miss Piggy hears about this.
Huh. Well, you know, contrary to popular belief, I'm a human, not a frog, so...
Kermit the Frog here.
I'm a real boy.
So who else do we have in forage wagon?
Oh yeah, and then we have a forage harvest. Oh yeah, where did that end up on here? Oh, okay.
Where did that end up?
Wheels is gonna be one of the 2, so we need someone else to help him with forage harvesting. And Wheels said that he would switch off between running the harvester and then running the trailer around. So if someone wants to pair up with him, that'd be great.
Come on. Somebody.
Other than that, the other jobs are kind of minor.
I need a baler.
I'm gonna show off the new building removal on Elmcreek. I'm gonna show that off and place like an animal pen down, and then we're gonna do some delivery
KW
of like
beat me to it.
Some straw.
I will need a baler person.
I can be a baler person.
You need someone to bail.
I can be a baler person when everything's ready. I like bailing.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll play those other jobs by ear, because I know some of you guys are still trying to get your game up and updated and everything. So
cool.
We'll figure it out as we go. I'm gonna go ahead and deafen myself and finish this last bite or 2 of this sandwich, and then I'll start my countdown. I'll do a short little like intro where I just kind of read the blog about the update, and then I'll come back into Discord and get you guys looped in.
All right, sounds good. You heard it, folks. We're going to get ready to head on over to Giant Software here in a minute once we see everything's progressing along over there. And yes, KW, I know when you're awake and you're not otherwise occupied with Farm Sim, you have to be pretty quick to get you ahead of the ban hammer.
I could always start helping you bailing while we're still short on people for.
So are we supposed to do rock picking then, NBC, you think?
No, we already did it.
Oh, perfect.
No, Nanik, KW is not a mod for Giants that I'm aware of.
Not yet.
How wide are you, Big Daddy? Well, no, that's not what I mean.
In real life or in game?
My bad. Hold on.
Well,
yeah, it sounded like that to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm XXL at least.
I just want to know if you're wider than me.
Yes. I might
Are you guys trying to figure out who's going to sit in the front of the roller coaster?
Never mind. Forget it.
All right, you got to be on one side of the plane, not to be on the other side of the plane. All right, I'm 15 meters wide.
Okay.
I do like that new little feature. You walk up and yield bonus, fertilized. That's a nice little info bonus, I think.
I hope we're getting good yield on this grass. This is grass, right?
Yep. Should be.
Yeah.
This is grass, right? He says.
Plus 98% yield bonus.
All right, now you ask me, now it's my turn to ask you. How wide are you, sir?
I believe it's 15 also.
See?
I just wanted to make sure.
Fummin said he'd sit in the middle in the back.
There's no room. Sorry, buddy.
I was going to say, between those two, we might have hit the weight limit already.
Oh, wait.
Everybody else can grab the next one.
I'm 15.7 meters wide.
Oh, jeez. Show off.
I know.
Wow, you need to go on a diet.
And you should diet.
I am on a seafood diet. I see it.
Exactly.
That's right. I'm on a seafood diet. I see it and I eat it. You know what? I'm going to play some basketball while I'm waiting.
We're just crazy over here. We're on Giant server.
I know. I was just
I can't pick it up.
Know what he's in for?
I can't pick it
He's
up.
supposed to be able to talk on his own
SGA
show.
equals shenanigans.
So now,
Yep.
if you guys do finish 39, 53 has already been plowed, but I didn't have time to pick up the rocks off of it.
Gold
Yeah,
15.
rock
Thank you
picker's
for
right
the
there
follow.
next to you.
Welcome to
They're
the
gonna be
channel.
waiting.
How you doing?
What field wheels?
53. If you run out of that, because
Well,
that's
can I-
not going to take long.
Can I hire a guy or no hire workers here?
No,
That's right there.
You could, but
it's a do-it-yourself DIY.
well,
I'm just
No,
saying
there-
if y'all finish that and you want
Yeah,
to, do
Pretty
something
sure we'll-
else.
Is there a
Where's-
login available? Asking for a friend.
or 2.
Or 3.
No, they don't.
Man, I can't believe
Logs
whoever-
aren't fixed yet. They don't want that.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
I'm sure they wanted.
No, KW, it does not count. We all voted as a group that because we're all here, part of it, and it is giants, it continues the streak as long as Kerminator doesn't mess it up, handing it back to one of us when we get done.
But he doesn't. You don't like the word shenanigans?
It's out of Super Troopers. I swear
That's
to
right.
God, I'll pistol whip the next person that says shenanigans. Hey, Farvo, where's that place you wanted to go? Shenanigans?
No.
And they all try to hand him the
It
pistol.
doesn't kill the SGA streak because I got Kerminator rating back to one of the SGA members while we're all going to be over here, so it counts.
Giants are.
Yep.
We're putting in a vote to see if Giants is going to be part of the SGA. I'm kidding.
Yes,
right.
we already honor. Yep, we made Giants a honorary member, seeing as they are the developer of the game.
Yeah, it's
If
like,
they mess
how
this
do you
up, though,
not
they're
do
out.
that?
I just want to know who voted no. That's all.
No pressure on
Yeah.
no pressure on the raid button, Kerm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Oba.
spell a name.
Go in here to field info and hit this on button, and it should give you that field info screen that I'm seeing. The yield bonus and things like that are new with the patch that came out this morning. So once you get patched and updated, it should give you that yield bonus, and whether it needs lime, plowing, what type of equipment you can use for weeds. If you have the weeds turned on, it'll tell you if you have to spray or use a mechanical weeder. It should give you that information as well. Now, as you can see, this field here is not yet planted, so it's not actually showing the yield bonus yet. It's just saying owned and fertilized and what it needs. This one is planted, so it's giving the yield bonus. So you might need to make sure you've got it planted or seeded first as well.
I haven't started mowing yet because I don't want to have the field done before he gets here.
Yep.
Everybody's jobs are done when it goes live.
Yeah, what do
Yep,
what'd you
we're
want us
done.
to do?
What you want us to do again? We're efficient. You can't ask us to do something and then not. Oh, now he's
comes
going to
over-
restart his PC real quick. Be right back. Okay, Kerm.
So now he's going to leave us on the server.
Yep.
Ooh,
He co-
on it.
He comes over and we're all just standing around the river with fishing poles.
Yeah. Yeah. We migrated over to Fishing Planet. You like it? As far as I know, Snake Man, that's the highest I've seen. Yes, is the yield bonus is 100%. If you've done all the steps, I haven't seen higher than 100 yet on any of my fields, but it might be possible.
This mower is really great and all, but I think the windrower would have been really nice for the baler guy. Maybe I get.
Oh, do we need a windrower?
Well, you know.
Are you sure it doesn't windrow on its own and you missed a?
I think it
feature?
does. Doesn't it
What?
do that? Yeah, I think it does that.
That's it. You're fired, Dave.
Where?
I'll buy one if you need one, though.
What is it? How come it's not windrowing? Is there a setting I gotta turn
Yes.
I don't know, look
Normally
at
you have to
F1.
turn it on if in the F1 menu. It'd be like one of the menus up there should have it. Change working mode. Yeah. Bad Bake said. You might need a middle mouse button to activate that particular menu.
I don't
though.
have a change working mode.
I can buy a windrower real quick and bring it.
I'm not getting any change working mode. Do I have to shut it off first?
Yeah. Usually.
All right. Change control
Look,
speed.
it's Elmcreek, everybody.
Yeah, I thought that was a merger. mower. I might be wrong, but
do you want to see if you can come over here and see if it has a setting that I'm missing? Here, I'll jump out of it.
Yes, Snake Man, I believe fully fertilized, lime plowed, weeded, rolled properly, and everything should get you to 100% bonus. The mulching, the seed bed, rolling after seeding. Because fertilizing, I believe, only gives you, according to the menu,
yeah, I think you're right.
46% for both of them.
Let me go get you a windrower.
All right. Glad I started a little bit ahead of time. Do a couple rows and windrow a couple.
I didn't think about that. I didn't actually. I drove it over here, but I didn't think about that. It needs a windrower.
Yes, anytime you plant anything, you should roll directly after planting to get the bonus for rolling, Master Mika. And as far as I go, it's going to be a few more minutes here, and we're going to raid on over to Giants. I'm just hanging out on the server, waiting for everything to be ready. I don't want to give anything away. Terminator, the North American Community Coordinator, has an event planned for us all. As you can hear, there's Dave, Wheels, Big Daddy, and NBC are all in here. Jababo's in here. As you can see, Jababo just joined the server, but was very brief with the connection.
Was it just a hiccup?
Well, no, I barely got a chance to see it say syncing with other players on the screen. It's no longer a syncing simulator. And then we'll be over on the Giants channel with everybody watching over there. And then we'll continue in whoever's channel afterwards. I don't know if they've done the coin flip for who's going to take over from Giants or not.
I have no idea.
Depending on what time they get done.
What time is your show usually? 5?
It's supposed to start at 5:30, but
he said it would be like an hour and a half on this.
Instead, it's patching simulator. Nanic
from
said.
Now, so
I can go live shortly. I'd be glad to take Giants raid.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. There's no doubt about
it. Go ahead. Go early.
Yeah.
So where do you guys? Where do you guys want me at and doing what?
Come on over in the baler. He's bringing a windrow over.
Did you really?
Yes, F51501. They did include a fix to the multi-axled trucks to make them work better with the patch.
Hey, Wheels, what do you want me to do?
Oh, it's up to you. He's going to mow, and then Darius or you can bail, and then I'm going to do forage harvest on the 70.
So, it looks like NBC and Big Daddy are up to shenanigans over there.
Yeah, maybe. I'll need a second person to run either the pickup wagon or the forage harvester.
You didn't see that one coming.
Is it over there on 70 already?
Yes, sir. It's already over there. Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
they're both already there.
All right. Giants software is live, so we're gonna get ready to raid on over to Giants software.
Don't forget to lock the load.
Right.
Oh no.
I need to make sure I've actually his channel has gone live over there, so
I just
says stream starting soon.
There
I had it up, so all right.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you all for coming and hanging out. I do appreciate it. Everybody with the follow and Blue Burby with the raid. We're gonna go on over to Giant Software. I hope you all join us. KW, can you shout them out real quick before I start this raid in case anybody gets lost?
Oh, good Lord, I'm going to ruin my reputation driving this big thing.
Oh, my God.
Come on, it's a weight.
Yeah. See if they took out one.
Strap it down.
Yeah. And there's Terminator back, so we're going to hit the raid button. It is heading to Giant Software. We will see you everyone over there, I hope. And I hope you all have a good day.
All right, I'm joining now.
Darius Frost rating with 170.
See you later.
Hey.
No, I could get another one of these cases because it looks like we're gonna have an extra person.
What vehicle am I supposed to be in for the?
No, there's 2 of them
The
up there.
baler.
There's 2 of them there now, and it's going to be a case. And then I'll buy another case for the baler. There's 1 case on the windrower right now, and 1 on the mower.
Oh, Dave's in the windrower, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to work it. Oh,
So there's another case at the shop that's going to need to go to the baler then. Or however you want to work it.
Yeah, I was gonna say they've got this little road track one. I'll take this, I guess.
Yeah, that's the
What
one.
field are we all on?
71 is the grass field.
Okay, I'll be on down.
What we could do is if we run out of, stuff to do, then we could get a second Crone forage wagon and, fit